we're gonna do one more thing, okay? Everybody open up an internet browser. All you gotta do is open up Chrome, okay? And what we're gonna do is do a custom character. I'm gonna show you how it works. I also want you to launch Maya in the background. There says Maya. Looks like this. Maya 2019 in the desktop. Go ahead and launch that. Alright, so launch Maya. Well, that's launching in the background. We want to type in free 3D character models. Free 3D character models. Alright, Turbo Squid makes you log in. I don't know my login and password, so forget them. Let's go to free 3D. Iron Man. You know what we did in my rigging class that I really like? There's a Spider-Man that's pretty good. Let's do Spidey.
Look up Mario, see if anything pops up.
Oh my. I don't know.
I think you might get a better one if you go to high standards.
Oh, you know what? Sketchfab, yeah. He's on Sketchfab, y'all.
Yeah, but not everything on Sketchfab is free though. It's not all green either.
Nah, we did it in my rigging class. It's cool. We do not have time for you to rig this character, sir. Go to Sketchfab. Yeah, this is the one here. Spider-Man. It's pretty simple. It's got 5 fingers. Kind of standing the way we need him to stand. That's what we want. What about we all just do this? How about that? Alright, down at the bottom here you have download 3D model. You may need to do a login, which is fine. I need agree to yoke terms. And you want to download the OBJ. Sketchfab. Sketchfab. Say that again?
Just about the model. Looks like there's a web page cartridges.
Oh. So, everything that we just did, by the way, I have uploaded to the I'm uploading to the YouTube channel. So, you character guys, how many people in here already are like, oh, I love this character stuff? Yeah, got a couple character guys in here. Awesome. So, when we go back to making our game, you guys can go back and look at all the little intricacies of all the steps that we did when you need you to start making characters for the game. Okay, everybody download Spider-Man? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Still logging in, these sorts of things? Okay, keep at it. So when you are done downloading Spider-Man from Sketchfab, go ahead and just go into Maya and do a file import, and you're going to import Spider-Man into Maya. You will need to unzip the Spider-Man folder. Anybody in here know how to do unzip? Anybody in here know what a zip file is? Awesome. All you do is you right click on the Amazing Spider-Man zip file and extract all. And then I believe inside of there is another folder called source, and right click on that one, extract all as well. Now in Maya, you can go into the Amazing Spider-Man source and then that folder, and there's a file called obj, and you want to import that into Maya, and it should look like this. He's tiny though. So the ultimate goal is to import Spider-Man into Maya. Just take your time. I know.
What the fuck's wrong with your phone?
Dude.
What did you do?
Dude.
You've only had that phone for like 2 months, Chris. What did you do?
No. I've had this phone for years.
Well, I gotta get that warranty plan, fam.
I don't know what's going on with the phone. It's messed up though.
I've never seen a phone happen that.
I don't even know what's happening.
I'm not excited about. I don't know what to do. It's an 8, so I'm like,
iPhone 8?
nah,
A Galaxy?
So I'm like, man, should I just upgrade?
Well, I want to say don't get the newest model, but get I'd say just get the version up. I don't know what version we're on right now.
10, fam.
For what?
Yeah, then just get the 9. Get the second newest model.
You know, that's still popular.
Don't fucking waste all your money on the 10. Wanna help me out here real quick?
What happened?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to fucking, because it's been a while since that rig, so I'm doing like a practice run.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to fucking remember how to set like the orientation and rotation.
Alright, so ultimate goal is to import Spider-Man into Maya, you guys. Let's keep working at it. You guys have login issues? A verification email? Oh my, I just used Google, it took 2 seconds.
Sometimes it takes a minute or two, you just gotta wait.
You guys gotta learn real quick.
Well, use Facebook.
It's either YouTube or Google. Well, so much for that. And you know what he's gonna tell you? That's the game industry. What is that?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's quite the message you sent.
Have you already exceeded the limit count?
Actually, no, sorry. Who's still confirming emails?
I am.
Oh my. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'll make it easy.
Did you do that to begin with, Chris?
Because you don't learn anything if you don't. I'm trying to get y'all to learn some stuff.
You can't go wrong with time anywhere else.
You know, that's kind of my job, is to make y'all learn how to do some stuff.
No. Sensible.
You know? WinRAR.
Wing Dragon Raw.
Yeah.
WinRAR.
Have you seen the newest movie? Dark Side Dimensions. Where if anyone's somewhat of a fan of video, you know that they constantly break the rules in the anime. They just go along with it. One of them was like, the bad guy was like, you can't do that. I don't even, you can't sell monster because I'm not fit. And fucking Kaiba scrolled down an obelisk saying, he's not a monster, he's a god.
First off, you're talking about Kaiba.
Yeah.
So Kaiba can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's rich.
I attribute that all to $5.
First off, Kaiba's rich and he's sassy. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I paid $1 million to get my entire life points back.
It doesn't surprise me how much Kaiba though.
You on their chief? He's hacking, bro.
Running as I go.
He's hacking, bro. He's got some,
Hacking's fun. I mean, as boring as it can be. Only until you find out what you can find.
ever hacked Sam? Really?
Only as far as Facebook.
Well, I guess that counts as hacking.
Yeah.
Amateurish hacking.
I mean, Facebook security algorithms are terrible, so
I'm pretty sure.
they're not pretty protected
back
by
then.
everybody's accounts.
Back then, I'm sure.
Well,
that
even
shit-
today, they're not as protected. As much as Zuckerberg likes to sit there and say, "Oh, nobody's data is being used," bullshit.
Oh, we're totally not selling your data for stuff here.
Yeah, same with Google and YouTube.
I feel like out of all those three, I feel like Google would be like the less likely. Not even less likely, just more less inclined.
Google, they debated that Google Chrome listens in on your, like if you have Google Chrome on your phone and you use it on occasion, like I do, they can listen in on your phone.
Bro, everyone does that.
Well, like when you're not on the phone, like
Yeah,
when you're just sitting.
Facebook does that while the application's closed.
Yeah,
Have you ever
even
noticed
Google
that?
Chrome does that.
Yeah, everyone does that. Have you ever noticed that you can be talking about something and see an advertisement about it like 20 seconds later? That's why.
Yeah.
All the apps listen. Snap, Facebook.
Facebook didn't even deny it. He
Yeah.
just sat there and was like, he was in front of the, what was it, the Senate committee or something like that. He sat down and was like, yeah, no, that's what we do, but we do it for advertising.
Yeah, but if you look at the terms and conditions, it's literally written plain as day.
You say that like anyone actually reads that.
No, that's the thing. No one reads it, so it's
That's
like
why
everyone
they do it
accepts
on
Someone got
purpose.
paid like $20 for reading that.
It must have been a nightmare.
Really? Like they said, call this number and then we'll give you $20 for extra.
I remember
Really?
reading that
Yes.
Trump. I remember what Trump would pay people to actually read that for him, so that way he didn't have to.
I mean,
That
why
sounds
read it
understandable.
though? Like,
Because they were like 50-page long agreement licenses.
All right, you guys. I put the Spider-Man on the URL above. You can just download it that easy instead of waiting for
We're gonna use a notepad, man.
I don't know, fam.
Yeah,
I remember the Chris I know that used
Broski,
notepad.
Home Slice.
I don't know.
You gotta get that shit together.
tinyurl.com/y3cxkfqp.
Whoa.
What?
Now say that 3 times fast.
To me that I understand.
English?
tinyurl.com/y3cxkfqp.
You need to say if that's all caps or if it's lowercase.
Y3cxkfqp.
Say that 5 times fast.
I already did.
So, I extracted the
RTCX,
files,
I think.
but I don't know how to import them.
File import.
What'd you type?
Right. So when I do that, it asks me to select a specific one.
OBJ.
Are you Echo Copy?
OBJ?
Yeah, you're importing the .obj file.
Are you the one? Are you the one
Into
on
Maya.
Sports on the Rich and Sports that does those food
Yeah, that's
things?
great.
Is that you? You son of a that hot dog
motherfucker that
was
poses food?
that
Thank you.
disgusted me.
Thank you. You've seen my work. I'm just
Sick of your shit.
Yes, I am the Echo Copy.
God.
All right, so when you download the Amazing Spider-Man, you need to right-click on it and extract all.
You lost your privileges.
And then inside the source folder is an .obj file. And inside of Maya, you just go to File, Import, and select the .obj file, and it'll come in like this. Okay.
I pull up the note.
No, I wasn't. I was just letting you know. You said one, I think of a pizza slice in
Covered in
water or
It
something.
was boiling in water.
Boiling in water.
I was
Bismol hot dog. I was like, what? And you're sitting there saying, this food is legit. I was like, top quality. What are you kidding?
Okay, so have you seen the post I was making during the summer in the news channel? Oh man, so I have a thing for I like really looking at pictures of food aversion, right?
Uh-huh.
Of like stuff that looks really gross.
Mhm.
Of like food. And so I literally all summer long I was just posting just disgusting stuff. Because I thought it was funny and like people were getting really upset with it.
Y'all are crazy. Why am I still looking at internet browsers and Firefox links? What are y'all doing over here? Error? Maybe it's because too many people are hitting the server. Shouldn't be an error. Click 6 on your keyboard.
So many others before that, though. I'm just like, I don't
Yeah, you said
understand.
that hot dog was really
That
just
was the
like
top.
the
That was
on
the
cake.
icing on the cake. Yeah, that was like the cherry on top. Like no fucking more. Like I'm going back on the Richland Esports Discord just to look at that. It's just posted that much.
All right, who are we waiting on?
Yeah.
My grandma's already like 10 steps ahead of us here.
And she's dead.
And she's not even alive.
There's the sausage.
Yeah, just look at this. Yo, Chris, look at this. This is how it's supposed to look.
Do I want to see this? What is? Oh my god.
I can't find the Pepto Bismol hot dog.
Did someone delete it? They probably
Probably.
deleted all that stuff to make the server more appealing.
It's a memes channel. It's not supposed to be appealing.
Let me search for myself.
Here's your pizza slice and boiling water.
Thank you. I'm happy you appreciated my work, you know. I caught a lot of flack at the time.
Yeah, probably from Sky. She's probably the one that gave you so much shit.
I got a lot of people.
You got you got little hamburger bites and a hamburger. That one actually looks good. I like that one. This one had me dying. This one with the loaf.
All right, it's looking like we're all getting there.
Yeah.
When you get your Spider-Man inside of Maya, click the 6 button on your keyboard, and his textures should show up. Import. File import, and you're going to import the OBJ file, .obj. It's in the source folder.
The action sequences, I know it's so hard. I was like, oh, it's so cringy, but it's so badass at the same time. Pop tarts with cheese.
Yeah, we were calling it Pop Tarts with Max, and like this guy that was actually like making them at his house.
Oh my god. So wait, that's a real picture?
This is a real picture of someone that made this at his house. Look at this. We call it like a Pop Tart Big Mac.
Ew.
It's like 2 Pop Tarts with
Chris would enjoy that. All the calories.
Yo, that's bad for you. 6. Click 6
See, it
on the
started
keyboard.
here, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw this and they were like, no, we just need to take it off.
There it is.
Make a grilled cheese out of Pop Tarts.
All right, who are we waiting on? Anybody else?
Over there.
Click.
Dom waffles, yeah. Is that a real turtle?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, please don't tell me that's real.
All right. I would say 90% of the class has this open. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about Maya here for a second. Maya is the program
Okay, I would
that we're going to use to do character animations and like bones and rigging, and you can do some 3D modeling in here. But this would be for like editing 3D assets. Okay? If you hold Alt on your keyboard and use all 3 of your mouse buttons, that will navigate your way around in Maya. And you can also tap your space bar, and your space bar will switch it out into the different views: front, side, perspective, top, And yeah. And what we're going to do with this guy, so again, if you hold Alt on your keyboard and use all 3 mouse buttons, you can move, rotate, scale, zoom, these sorts of things. This guy is like incredibly tiny. Right now he's the amazing tiny Spider-Man. So we need to make him the amazing normal size Spider-Man. So if you guys just look up here for a second, I'm just going to show you something. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to go to Windows, Settings, and I need to know how big this guy is. So I'm going to go Windows, Settings and Preferences. And under Settings, each one of these units is set to centimeters. So I'm just going to change him to feet. You don't have to do this. And then basically that's how small he is. He is like 1/16 of a foot. So I'm going to scale that up. So basically what you want to do is I'm going to make this guy about 6 feet tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And y'all are probably still in centimeters, which is fine. Let's just figure out how many centimeters. How many centimeters in 6 feet? Somebody tell me. Wow, y'all failed math class, didn't you? There's 182.88 centimeters in there. So you can count 182 units, or you can go to Windows, Settings and Preferences, and click on Settings and change your grid size to feet. And then you can scale Mr. Spider-Man to about six grid sizes, which that'll be fine. So you go to Windows, Settings and Preferences, and then go to Settings, and you want to change working units to foot. Then click Save, and you want to scale Mr. Spider-Man up to 6 feet. Oh yeah, how do I scale? You click on Spider-Man, and then you can click the tools on the left-hand side. One of them is Scale, and it's a little scale tool, and you can scale them up or down. Or what you can do to make it really easy is you can just select Spider-Man here, and then on the right-hand side in the channel box where it says Scale XYZ, you can change each one of those to 100. That's fine too. That's probably the quick way. If Spider-Man is not green, you right-click and hold on him, and then there's a little option called Object Mode. Make sure you're in Object Mode to select Spider-Man. You want to right-click on him and go into Object Mode. Right-click and hold. Right-click and hold. Go to Object Mode. Up at the top. Up, right, up, right, up, right. There you go. There you go. Now, scale him up. So select him and make sure that scale and XYZ is a 100. And you're fine. Alright, everybody scaled up Mr. Spider-Man. He's no longer the amazing tiny Spider-Man. Cool. He's no longer Ant Spider-Man. Alright, do me one thing. Go up to select him and then go to Edit, Delete by Type History. Edit, Delete by Type History. And that's going to just blow away the history. Oh, wait, no, that's not what we want to do. Go to Modify Freeze Transformations. Modify Freeze Transformations. So that's going to set Spider-Man's scale transformations from where he's at the scale he's at to 0, 0, 0. That probably doesn't make any sense to you, but don't even worry about it. Alright, go to File, Export All. File, Export All. And just go ahead on the desktop, and we're going to export him at the bottom where it says Files of Type. Change that to FBX. You have to scroll down. Change it to FBX Export. You can look up at the projector and see what I'm doing. File, Export All. And then down at the bottom where it says Files of Type, change that little drop down to FBX Export. You can look up at the projector and you can see where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. FBX Export. Alright? Now, on the right hand side we have some settings. We need to set those. I'm going to go over them quickly. The first one is click on geometry. Check the checkbox that says smoothing groups. Click on animation. And just keep all that. That's fine. Go down to embed media. Turn that on. And then under advanced options, embed media. Under advanced options, turn on FBX file format and change that from 2018 to 2013. Thing about Mixamo is they kind of stopped updating it ever since 2013. So none of the new exporters work, just the 2013 one. All right. So in these options, we have done under geometry, we've turned on smoothing groups. Under embed media, we've turned on embed media. And then under advanced options, FBX file format, we have done FBX 2013. Okay? Now export this on the desktop. You'll see file name, change that to Spider-Man. Put it anywhere you want. That's what she said. And then put it in, just put it on the desktop. That's fine. FBX exports. FBX export. Somebody help him, please. Okay, now when you've exported Mr. Spider-Man, go back to Mixamo. And there's a upload character button. Go ahead and upload the Amazing Spider-Man to Mixamo.
No.
Just don't talk about what you've done in here today. Ever.
Don't tell Disney.
No, is it legal? Well, no, I mean,
To a degree.
you probably don't want to make a game with Spider-Man, considering that you don't own the rights to Spider-Man. But if you like, you know, yeah, like, I mean, but if you had, like, you made your own character or whatever, you can upload it. Or if you're just making, like, you know, you're just doing a test game or, like, a prototype or something, you can use whatever. I mean, as long as you're not selling it, you're okay. Yeah, you can sell it all day long, you just can't make any money.
That makes sense.
Alright. When you upload Mr. Spider-Man to Mixamo, it will look like this. Alright, continue on through the process, and you guys can probably figure it out on your own. You want to drag these little buttons, or little drags, to the right places on the character. Use the little map on the right. Make sure you put the left hand on the left hand and the right hand on the right hand. It is not your right, it is Spider-Man's right. Okay? Spider-Man rights matter too, okay? So just... So, for example, right wrist is going to be on the your left.
Figure it out.
Right elbow will be on his left. Right knee will be his left knee. And the groin is, well, you know, where the groin is. When you're finished, go ahead and click forward.
It's a scientific term. It's called a weenus. Chris, have you ever messed up so bad like when you're intro classes?
Yes.
Was it mine? Was it mine?
No, you know, what's funny is, like, you know how some days you just have bad days. You don't know why. It's just the energy or whatever it is. Like, just everything you do is a failure. Man, I've had those days where I've come in, it's just been like, everything that I try and do, break.
Project.
Students' computers breaking all over the place. And I'm just like, guys, we're going home.
Like our last,
It's
last project
over.
when Jesse left.
Something like that.
Food.
All right. So, when your Spider-Man is done what he's doing, he's gonna end up like this. And yeah, so that's so. For example, what we did today was we took a character out of Mixamo that was already in Mixamo, and sent it through the pipeline to be a game character. And then I just showed you the pipeline to take a character from just online or your own character or somebody else's character and put it into Mixamo. So from this point, you can export a bunch of animations out of Mixamo and put it into Unreal and use it for your own game. Any questions, you guys? Not working?